And in this video, we are assembling the Brontosaurus pop-up card. So I'm going to start here with my base so that it will have a little extra time to dry while I work on the inserts. I'm going to ink my edges. You will notice that this time the base is in two pieces. It is a different shape. But it's going to assemble the same way as my other ones. So fold all your score lines. Get your 2-inch gap here that you're going to glue down. It's on the top and the bottom. And that's what we're going to start with. You just want to hold this down a few extra seconds, make sure that it's sticking. And it looks like it would have been easier to put these panel pieces on first before gluing those tabs down, just because your card will rest flat. Okay, so when I do the other side, I will be putting these on first. Let's bring this one over. I'm going to fold these score marks first. I had this cute dinosaur paper. I've had this paper stack forever. It's die cuts with a view. And it was a boys stack that I can't even tell you how many years ago I bought. Probably over 5 years ago. And the paper has dinosaur bones on it. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing we did with that other piece. We're going to work on these edges. So you fold it all the way down to the line that's flush with those, and then the next score line you fold it up. And that gives you a 1/4 inch gap that you're going to glue down. What these gaps do is allow the card to rest inside the wrap piece, and that holds it together. It holds it so that it doesn't pop shut on you. These cards are pretty popular. I've seen them. Even Hallmark makes some. Okay, so you do want to also go ahead and connect your pieces. Make sure you have your slats for inserting the pieces on the same side. You don't want to have one on the top and one on the bottom. Okay, and now we can just set this aside for a few minutes and work on the inserts. I'm going to do a little bit of inking. You have a tree. And you will want to ink around the edges here. If you cut it in green, you don't need to cut the top leafy part because you've already got it. There's this little piece, kind of looks like a shrub. This is just another branch piece to your tree. So just put glue towards the top of this. There. Gives your tree just a little bit of dimension. Here's your Brontosaurus. Now I have him standing in a lake of water. This piece is completely optional. It's just every movie I see has the Brontosaurus in water, standing in water, eating. So I gave him water. There's that. We have, I'm recording. We have another tree. So go ahead and ink all your edges on this piece. I'm going to go ahead and do them all while I've got my ink open. Okay. There we are. And again, just put glue on the top part because that is also going to glue. There. Okay. And now we have our volcano. So we have smoke rising, lava flowing, Trying to get this lined up good. There we go. Okay, and then for my lava, I'm gonna ink this with some black. Okay, so now we have all of our pieces assembled. It doesn't take too long. And the mountain, the volcano, goes in the long piece here. He's your center. The bigger tree goes here behind. You're going to see it from the side. Then here on the front, you have your shorter tree, and then your dinosaur. Okay, so that's where they're going to go. You might want to look at them first and just, so the pieces that are on the back are going to be facing you, and the pieces that are on the front side of your card are going to be facing down. So that's one of the most important things you want to make sure that you get correct, okay? And so you want to push your piece down, line it up, and make sure that the edges of it are not hanging over the side, okay? Fold your tab. The back and the two front each have tabs. The volcano does not. So you want to glue that tab down, okay? And then your volcano comes in. Now your volcano piece is what's going to lift these pieces up and down. You see how when I just did that, this piece plopped. So what you do is you have to put glue here under this tab. Make sure to only get it on the piece of your volcano. So you glue that tab and the bottom tab to your volcano. Just like that. Okay. And that is what pushes your card up and down and takes the top and the bottom with it. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to work on this side of our card. So this is the Brontosaurus piece. He has a tab, so fold that up. Again, make sure that you're within the two sides of your piece here. You don't want these hanging over because then they'll get hung up on the card when it opens. Make sure he's down flush. So this is kind of like working a box card from the top and bottom instead of the side to side like you do a box card. You're going to push this tab up. We're only going to put glue on this little tab here. And glue that to the bottom. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to put glue on these two tabs. We're going to fold it over and we're going to glue them to their corresponding tabs on the other side. So make sure the bottom one is folded up, the top one is down. And then just come in here and sandwich this together, okay? And make sure to apply pressure. Then we're going to fold this tab down and close up the card. And now when we push it up, and it's a little bit tight, it's meant to be so that it stays open. And then there is your Brontosaurus box card. Thank you for joining me.